In this video, we are going to understand about why we need REST API in Python. In order to send and request data using REST API in Python, we need a module named requests. In Python, before you can use a module or library, you need to import it. We need to import it to use its functionality. Import requests allows us to use functions from the requests library, which is designed to make HTTP requests, like asking for data or sending data to web services. URL, which is short for Uniform Resource Locator, is a web service address. It is like the address of a web service. Just like you need an address to send a letter, you need a URL to send an HTTP request. Each URL points to a different resource or data on the internet. For example, in a weather API, one URL might give you the current weather, while another might give you the weekly forecast. A REST API has several different types of requests. HTTP POST is a type of request. A request is like a question that is sent to a URL, and depending on the type of this request, a different type of response is received from the URL. An HTTP POST request is used to send data to a server. Think of it like filling out a form on a website to submit information. A different example of a request is GET. GET request just asks for data, it does not send any data. In contrast, a POST request sends and receives data. The data that is sent has to adhere to a format that can be understood by the URL, JSON, adding and receiving data over the web. It's popular because it's easy to read and write for both humans and computers. JSON is structured like a Python dictionary with key-value pairs. JSON.dumps data converts a Python dictionary into a JSON formatted string. This is necessary because the data sent in an HTTP request needs to be in a string format. Once data is sent, the URL will send a response back, which needs to be received and saved in a variable. After sending a request to a web service, you get a response back. This response contains the data or result from the server. The response can include various types of data, such as text, JSON, or even files. For example, if an AI model is deployed and a REST API is provided to interact with it, the request sent will have the data and response received will have a prediction. The response from the request library is stored in a response object. You can encode and print this response to see what has been sent back.